love that song. Do you like it on your black eyed peas? Okay, I love that song. Hello, this is Wednesday. My name is Renita from Being Wrong Kind, and this is 2 Cent Wednesday, where I just talk about trending topics that I see online. So just pretty much surfing through the net. How has your week been? It is hump day, and I am telling you, I probably got like maybe 5 seconds of sleep. I've been so sleepy, but you know what? Getting through the day. It's a really good day. You know, got some good news going on, and I can't wait to share with all of you. So I'm just gonna wait a minute, and then we can just get into it. All right. So while I'm sitting here just talking, I don't know if you remember when I was talking about I ordered this waist shaper thing and it didn't fit. So mind you, 2 weeks ago, I mailed it back like they told me to, and I was supposed to receive it by now. Still haven't received it. So now I'm like, okay, am I going to be that person and go on Twitter and act a fool? Or am I just not going to get it and just eat $20? I don't see myself eating $20. So I'm definitely going to tweet them. And you know what? Like those ads that are conveniently on like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, like I feel like they trick you because you don't get something that, like I've ordered maybe a couple of things and one thing I didn't even get at all. So I'm sick of eating my money. And second of all, I need to quit clicking the shop now button, right? So anyway, that's my little that's my little quirk hour. So let's get into something. So I never heard of Queeby. So we're going to start talking about Chrissy Teigen. And so everybody knows that she is the wife of John Legend, and she's always on Twitter. And so sometimes she rubs people the wrong way. So in this case, she did it again. So I never heard of Queeby before. So first, I just want to get some context of why everybody was so mad. So once again, it was another app that where you can see videos and things of that sort. Like they're making all these apps where it's kind of making the celebrities accessible, but it's kind of biting them in the butt. Like it is really biting them in the butt. So I wanted to see what the heck Queeby was because I never heard of it. Apparently, it is not successful because it's shutting down 6 months after going live. It is a streaming service designed for mobile users struggle to resonate amid pandemic crowded marketplace. Okay, so the point is people are bored. So this is somewhere where you can just stream and just talk and just kick the breeze. And apparently it's not doing well because I don't really see what the need for it is because you can stream live everywhere. Literally, like that's what I'm doing now. Like you could stream live everywhere. So I don't quite understand what was the need for this. But anyway, so Quibi Holdings LLC is shutting down a mere 6 months after launching its streaming service, a crash landing for a once highly touted startup that attracted some of the biggest names in Hollywood and had looked to revolutionize how people consume entertainment. But here's my thing. Once again, why is there a need for this when you can watch the celebrity on Instagram, like an app you already have where they can go live? And that's what they've been doing anyway, like going live on Facebook and going live on Instagram. So it's just kind of like, I don't know, like what is the need for it? So the streaming service, which served up shows in 5 to 10 minute chapters, formatted to fit a smartphone screen. Once again, Instagram, Facebook. And so the founder of QB said, our failure was not for lack of trying. He said, we've considered and exhausted every option available to us. Yeah, I mean, I think now look, so we have all these other exclusive type things going. We got OnlyFans going. There's another one that we talked about last week. I forget the name of it. Was it the one that Kevin Hart was on? Was it Showcase or let me look it up right quick. Where the celebrities can actually let me see, Kevin Hart on comedy, because that's how I found it last time. Comedy show. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, they have all these little apps where you can get better acclimated with the celebrities. But here's my thing. Like, I feel like when you're a celebrity, you should have some sort of sense of untouchable. Now we just know a lot of details about their life that we really don't need to know. Then you get into that question, can you separate the artist from the music? And at first, I didn't think I could when this whole getting to know celebrity era happened. But you know what? I'm okay. Like, I'm almost just want to listen to the music. Like, and I'm one of those celebrity gossip people, but it's not even hearsay. Like, this crazy stuff is for real, some of this stuff. So it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. So anyway, back to the subject. So Quibi, this is the background of it. It was just basically a way for celebrities to stream and just kick back with their audience. So apparently there wasn't a need for it, so they only lasted like for 6 months. So now let's move into how this relates to Chrissy Teigen. So like I said, she's always posting something, always saying something, and I feel like they just don't give this girl a break. I mean, even when she posted about like her miscarriage, people were like, you're sharing too much, you're doing, like, it's kind of like she damned if she do. Not the don't, just if she do. She's only damned if she do. So anyway, Chrissy Teigen hits back at Tro, who branded her as classless. I don't think she's classless at all. So, LOL, you are weird and angry. Chrissy Teigen has hit back at a troll criticizing her social media profiles. On Tuesday, the model shut down a Twitter user who branded her as classless, calling the hater weird and angry. Then there's that other side of celebrity, like, you know, when your fans were like your everything, like they could do no wrong, and then you just take what they say because they're essentially paying your bills. Not now, especially not in 2020. These celebrities are over it and they clapping back, like they don't care. Like, they're like, well, I mean, one person gone, I'll catch somebody later. Like, popularity is not a thing right now. Being like is not a thing for them right now. So anyway, the heated exchange began after Teigen, 35, shared that she planned to remove her Twitter header image, which featured a photo from her Quibi show, Chrissy's Court. Oh, she had a show and everything because Quibi's shut down. So what's the need? So she says on Twitter, guess I should change my Chrissy Court header. LOL, goodbye, Quibi. Only I understand you. So she tweeted. So in a reply, a user said she used to follow Teigen on both Instagram and Twitter, but has decided to unfollow both accounts, claiming the Cravings author goes on about everything. But isn't that the whole point of Quibi, is to sit and kick back and talk about whatever? I'm just so confused about... Anyway, so after a fan of Teigen came to her defense and told the troll to be nice, the critic falsely accused the mother of two of posting over 100 tweets within the span of an hour. But this is a celebrity. First of all, if she wasn't a celebrity, she has the right to post as much as she wants. Like, that'd be killing me. Like, social media is a public platform. Telling someone like how much they should post and what they should post on their page is similar to having a phone conversation on a public bus and people getting mad about it. This is public. If you want to be private, get an Uber. If you want to be private, go on a DM. This is her page. If you don't want to see her million of posts, just unfollow her. Why do people follow people that annoy them? Like, why do people follow people on social media that they're annoyed by? Like, if it's bothering you, just cut them off. And then, like, Facebook even have it nice where you don't even have to unfriend them, just unfollow them. They don't even know that you're not like paying attention to them anymore. I don't know. Like, anyway, so the person says 160 tweets within 1 hour is my opinion of too much. Unfollow. However, the way she responded was completely classless. So Teigen then chimed in and clapped back at the fan, writing, I have tweeted for 3 days, then said 6 things. LOL, you are weird and angry. And here's the thing. Why even say something back? Who cares? Who cares? The fact that this person can sit here and see all your tweets mean they have absolutely nothing to do. But hey, if it irritate her. I can't tell her how to feel. So apparently they got the person's name and everything. So this is everything that we said. She unfollowed both. And then, so then somebody says, dude, your bio says it's nice to be important, but more important to be nice. Maybe you should follow along with that. And then Living Life to Take Two says, first off, I'm not a dude. Secondly, I didn't say anything directly bad about her, but 160 tweets with okay, we went over that already. So... So people are actually going back and forth because Chrissy is just doing what everybody else do on social media, which is post. On Twitter, you're supposed to tweet. On Facebook, you're supposed to post. Instagram, you're supposed to post. I don't know nothing about the Snapchat era. It was too much, and I'm trying to get into TikTok, but how do they like do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do they transition from one thing to another? And then when you point at stuff, because I want to learn how to do that. Like, I have a giveaway, which I'm going to talk about next, where I can just point and tell you what to do. Like, it's great advertisement, but I don't know how to do it. And those stories, okay, now I'm showing my age. But anyway, yeah, so my whole thing is, if you don't want to see what somebody posts, if you're not interested in them, don't follow them. I do not follow people that I don't want to see their stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. Like, if it bothers you to the point where you got to tweet and do all that, don't follow them. Point blank, period. So anyway, I'm done off my tangent with that, but that's annoying. Like, people always saying stuff like that. Like, I don't understand why she post that or why she say that, because it's her public page. Chill. So anyway, so like I just said, I do have a giveaway going on. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Bam. So I linked up with Lavish Looks by Miss. Hey, come back. How do you keep them on there? Wait. Okay. Clearly, I don't know how. Oh, did I put it in a? Oh, it's not a video clip. Wait 1 second, y'all. Well, while I'm doing that, here's another commercial. Do you find yourself overwhelmed with small business tasks? Well, Be Your Own Kind Freelancing is here to take the weight off. We specialize in assisting businesses with various administrative duties, HR consulting, online marketing, and editing services for podcasters and YouTubers. If you have a need we haven't mentioned, contact us to see if we can help. For more information, email us at info@beyourOwnKind.com. Leave the tedious tasks with us and take your time back. All right, so back to what I was saying. So I have this giveaway. I teamed up with Lavish Looks by Miss Michi. Tis the season of win stuff. So if you follow my YouTube channel, if you're already on YouTube, you just hit that subscribe button, and you follow Lavish Looks by Miss Michi on Instagram, you win a free pair of the Lavish Looks sunglasses, the t-shirt, and the $25 Amazon gift card. How cool is that? So that's all you have to do. I'm gonna just keep posting and constantly posting, and I'm probably just going to use the link from the original Instagram, so you can just go from there. Once you do that, let us know, because I realized when I did this, I didn't think of this part. What if you have a different name on YouTube than you have on Instagram? So all you would have to do is just comment on that in that initial Instagram post and let me know that you did it, and I will make sure I record it, and when I record your name and then put it on a little wheel and randomly pick you. So come on, it's free stuff. You're spending all your money, so why not, try to win a little something for yourself? So yay. All right, so the next topic that we're going to talk about is Miss Teyana Taylor. So Teyana Taylor is pissed off. She's over it. She feels underappreciated. She's not winning awards. She's working her butt off, and her last album was phenomenal. And it wasn't even like, was it any hype about, like, I don't think I saw much hype about it. I mean, even like if this wasn't YouTube, we would go through some of her videos and everything. Like, she had The Graduates, that song, Girl, You Made It, and stuff. Like, then she had Lauryn Hill on the one that's saying like best love, self-love is the best love. Like, Teyana Taylor is super dope. Like, I just don't get why people is like sleeping on her. So anyway, she said she over it. She said, hell with it. So so we're just gonna watch and see what she said. I'm really sad about it, and I hope she's just mad, and I hope she's not serious. But it's stressing her out. So it's all about her mental health, which I'm all about. I'm all about mental health. So let's see what she said.
Majority of what that post was toward my label that I've been signed to for almost 10 years. Everything that you guys see of me, everything that I put out, everything that I do is like 100% me. And my thing about it is there's no gun to anybody's head to do anything that they don't want to do.
Right.
So yes, I am going to feel underappreciated if I'm putting in 110% and my label is giving me, they're reciprocating 10% of that. You feel what I'm saying?
They play too much.
I constantly feel alone. I constantly feel unappreciated. I constantly feel failed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's literally no push. I be looking at shit like, why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? Why am I not da 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 da? And the crazy part about it is, I asked Def Jam to drop me on almost 10 different occasions. Straight to their face, up in the building, at the table, like, yo, just drop me. Because at this point, like, I can't let this kill me. So, granted, to my fans, I think that, you know, and I can see maybe how my message could come across, but at the same time, I feel like it's a little tiny bit selfish to say, well, what about your fans? Do it for your fans, baby. I got to do it for my mental health.
And I want to stop right there before we keep going, because I like to cut stuff off. But she's right. When it gets to the point where it's just mentally like draining you, and that's all you thinking about, and you know you putting in the work, you doing all you can, and it just gets to the point where it's just taking over your life, and she can't afford that. Like, she has to take care of herself. She's a mom of two. She's a wife. You know, she's other things besides an entertainer. So I can understand why Teyana just kind of like, it's getting too much to me. So it doesn't mean that she's never going to come back. But at this moment right now, she needs to do what's best for her mental health. You know, no one thinks about like how much sacrifice, especially time, that sacrifice that celebrities take to entertain us. That takes time away from her kids. That takes time away from her husband. That takes time away from herself. Because she's giving and she's pouring into her fans, and it's not even about accolades at this point. It's just, dang, like, y'all not even back. You know, I'm doing all this work, y'all not backing me. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. So I totally can resonate with her. I mean, I'm sad about it, but we could just listen to her songs on Spotify until she's mentally better. Like, I think that when you get to the point where your mental health and you're standing on the edge of insanity, and you are cognizant of that, it is smart to like sit back, you know, take a step back. That's part of self-care. She has to, like she said, like, she loves her fans, but she loves herself more. That's one of my favorite quotes off Sex and the City. Like Samantha, when she broke up with her guy, she used to be like, I love you, but I love me more. That is like the best quote ever. You should never put anyone over your sanity. You should never put anyone over yourself. Point blank. And that's not selfish, that's self-preservation. So let's listen else to what she said.
To do it for my emotional health. I have to do it for my kids so I can stay alive for my kids.
See what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying? Like, and until I'm free, until I can get them to release me, yes, I want to retire. I don't want to do this anymore, because the shit that it come with, it's not giving that. I love to help others. I love to direct. I love to design. I love to choreograph. Like, y'all know me. I'm a jack of all trades. Like, you know, my hustle, it just don't stop. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if everything that comes with music doesn't make me happy, why should I die for that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Why do it have to be? And honestly, it took me to even retire to realize how many fans I had. If you really want to keep it a bean, yep.
And that's crazy. That's crazy. When she said that she was going to retire, people came out the woodwork. Like, no, don't do this. Like, celebrities. But how many celebrities really like give Teyana her props? You know what I'm saying? Like, she directs her stuff. She's in control of all her stuff. How many celebrities really gave her props before she said she was going to retire? And when you think about it, I know Beyonce knows that she got a whole like a million bees following behind her, but still, I think at this point, Beyonce also feels like there's more to life than this. Especially like these two ladies have been doing this forever, and like once again, they're mothers, they're wives, and they're people, they're women. Like, you make all this money, but are you even enjoying, you know, the fruits of your labor? You know, you're not even in. This is what the pandemic taught us. Like, we're steady striving, and we're steady, you know, hustling this and hustling for that. But do we ever sit and just look at the fruits of our labor? Do we ever just say, man, I did that? Man, I worked hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you doing all this work, and then you die, and somebody else gets gets to like live off and enjoy your hard work, you know. So it would be nice for you to sit and enjoy your own work, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what else you got to say. Let's see if
yes, I have a loyal fan base, but let's be real, y'all. Like, niggas was low key sleeping. Let's keep it a beat. Niggas was sleeping. You know, I do feel very underrated. But as far as like overlooked and all that type of shit has nothing to do with no motherfucking Grammy. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. If that's the case, I would have been complaining a long time ago. It has nothing to do with that. It's just unfortunate the timing of everything that's going on, or the blogs making the headlines make it look like this is about the Grammys. No, this is about the machine that is supposed to drop. Like, let me go. Let me go. If you're not going to do shit with me, let me go.
And that makes sense. And isn't her and Megan on the same thing? Like, isn't Def Jam, what's it called? Rock Nation? We could check that right quick. I'm just curious. Is Def Jam Rock Nation? No, it's not. Well, maybe she's trying to get on the Rock Nation. Oh no, Def Jam is not Rock Nation. It is solely wait a minute. I thought it was a subsidiary of the final shares of Rockefeller Records was sold to Island Def Jam Music 2004. Wait. Now I'm confused because I thought, because Rockefeller was under Def Jam, right? But according to this article, so it's saying that, let's see here. And if you want to see what I'm showing you, let me stop the sharing and go back. I'm always going off subject, but I mean, that's a great question here. So it's saying Jay-Z unconventional accent, who cares? His own worth $1 million. Jay-Z, I don't care. Bet on yourself. Music. Okay, so music executive Kevin Louse, who worked for Def Jam at the time, told Wall Street that Def Jam tried to offer Jay-Z a traditional signing deal, to which we reply, I own the company I rap for. Instead of signing with Def Jam, Jay-Z and his co-founder sold half of Rockefeller to them for $1.5 million. 7 years later, Def Jam bought the other half of Rockefeller for $10 million. He is a businessman for real. In 2005, Jay-Z was named CEO of Def Jam. I remember that. And he served as CEO for 3 years. Jay-Z's dealing with major corporations. Don't care. Can we get to Rock Nation, please? Which we decided to buy a percentage of NBA team. I know that. La. He promoted Kingdom Come. I love how articles just never tell you what you want. Oh, here we go. So similarly, Jay-Z's relationship with Live Nation dates back to 2008 when he signed a $150 million deal, $150 million deal with them after leaving Def Jam. Oh, the deal allowed Live Nation to get a piece of the artist's merchandise and licensing and touring revenue and helped him launch his management company, Rock Nation. The company has since expanded beyond music and sports and invest in startups. Sound familiar? That's Master P blueprint right there. Almost 10 years later, Jay-Z and Live Nation are still business partner. Okay, so no, Rock Nation is not Def Jam. So who is Kanye still with Def Jam? He's suing Def Jam. He's with Def Jam. So Teyana Taylor is under, isn't she under, what is she saying to? What is Teyana Taylor signed to? What? Def Jam, good music. There we go. That's my point. So she's currently with, who is she currently with? Who assuming it's Def Jam, but is it like yeah. So it's good music. So she's with so okay, so Kanye's label is connected to Def Jam. So Kanye is not pushing her. And this is not the first time that it's something's been said with her being under good music, because everybody was mad about that album that had like 8 songs, and the people were like waiting. It was like everybody was just waiting for her, and when she debuted it was like 8 songs and everybody was like, that's it, and she was like, well, that's what Kanye told me, I can only do 8 songs, whatever. I don't know if you guys remember that. And so her fans was like, they felt cheated or whatever. So this is not the first time that Teyana Taylor, was mad about her, but then you're signed in this stuff and it's hard for you to get out of this. And it's weird that Kanye's out here like advocating for the artist, but then he has an artist right here that's not happy. So that's kind of on the same wavelength as P. Diddy talking about, we need to do our artists better when half of Bad Boy is struggling. So I digress. So anyway, so yeah, so she's under good music, which is good to know. And let's see what else she had to say. Let's go back to her.
So every time I put 110% in, then you got Def Jam running up behind like, check out our new artist. Check out Teyana Taylor, check out Def Jam's own, blah, 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 blah. But what y'all doing? What y'all doing? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I really, really feel like instead of everybody kind of, and it has been a lot of love and support, and I appreciate it, but I do feel like a lot of my fans that was upset with me, I really think you misread what the message was for, and the whole point of saying, who did this? Y'all did that. Thank you. I ain't gonna front. In times of feeling unappreciated, overlooked, receiving the shorter end of the stick. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to keep in mind, an artist gets signed to a label, they got stylists, they got choreographers, they got all the producers that they need. Everything is literally like right there. And then you have me, where I'm my stylist, I'm my choreographer, I'm my director, I'm my everything. So it's like y'all save money in so many different areas.
Right?
So why don't you take that money and actually put it into some motherfucking marketing? You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean about the shorter end of the stick, because I don't get the same treatment.
All right, that's all she had to say. So stop, because you won't know how to stop. Yeah. So I totally understand what she's saying. Like, if I have to do this, and that, what are you here for? Like, what is your purpose? If I have to do everything, what is your purpose? So it sounds like she's not even like, she's not just defeated, she's burnt out. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they let her go. I hope she go independent. If she's doing everything herself anyway, she might as well go independent. And that kind of sucks, because she's a really good artist. And a podcast that I've been trying to publish for 2 days with YouTube, for some reason, the video won't load on YouTube, but it's talking about like artists that are overlooked, and how we're like, it's just mainstream is just like shoving. I'm not saying they don't have talent, but they're just shoving the same people in our face, when there are other people out there that has that's talented as well, and has substance to their music, and they put work in. They just don't throw stuff together. Like, they actually, then it's not a fad. Like, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? And this is their life's work. Like, they love music, like they live music, they breathe music, and these people just get overlooked every time, and I think and people like, well, you should just be happy you was nominated, or you should just be happy you have this. But how would you feel if you were enrolled in a class and you did your all, and you got straight A's, and you didn't receive your degree, or you don't receive an accolade, or you don't, what is it, the dean's list, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get rewarded for your hard work. And I know that's a crazy analogy, but it's still in the realm of not feeling appreciated. So, like I said, I hope that, she comes back, and I hope they let her go, but I can totally understand her frustration, like 100%, totally understand it. Okay, so the next and the last, before we get into our last subject of the night, I do have another commercial for you. If you've been following me on anything, I have I have partnered with Pima Image. Her name is Alice Welch, and she's all about promoting self-love and positive self-image. So she wrote this beautiful poem. It's dedicated to the curvy girls, and I love it because sometimes when you walk in a room and you're plus size, that's all people see. They just see your size, but you're a person. So her poem is humanizing that point. So she's looking for curvy models, to submit a picture and to be featured in this video. And I'm super excited about this project. I'm super excited about the response that I'm getting, like so many responses. Everybody's excited about it. So I'm going to quit talking about it, just play the commercial, but I feel like I don't need to because I just did all this talking. So anyway, let me play it for you. I like this whole sharing thing, but I wish that it was like a Zoom where you could just change it without having to go back and forth. Now I'm trying to change StreamYard, right? So here we go. Let me rewind it. Hi, lovelies. This is Renita from Be Your Own Kind, and I would just like to talk about my collaboration with Pima Images. Pima Images was created by Alice Welch, and the purpose of her platform is to promote self-love, self-image in the plus size community. She is going to express this on her new YouTube channel, which will also cover subjects such as fashion and beauty. So her premiere project is entitled You Are Beautiful. In addition to her being an encourager, she also is a writer. So she wrote this beautiful piece that she wanted to premiere, but she also wanted to show pictures of plus size women in the background as she speaks. So that's where you come to play. We need pictures from you confident, curvy girls, just to help spread the word. And if you would like to be a part of this movement, because I'm super excited about it, and you want more details about it, please email me at info@beyourownkind.com. I look forward to the pictures, and I look so forward to this project. Until next time, don't forget to be your own kind. All right. So if you're interested in anything with Be Your Own Kind, it's always info@beyourownkind.com. So like I said, I'm super excited about the project, and I'm going to talk about it until the end of the year because that's when the deadline is. So let's keep going. So our last thing we're talking about, this is actually a viral video, and I wanted to talk about it because I felt a certain kind of ways about it. So the guy, because I always love to give context. So the guy is Kevin Samuels, and he's supposed to be like an influencer. As you see, he has a large following, high value luxury lifestyle coach or whatever. And basically it looks like he's like the Hitch of today. I don't know if you've seen the movie with Will Smith, but except, yeah, he just seems like a modern day Hitch, like women, this is what you, or like a modern day, Steve Harvey, think like a man and act like a lady type deal. Well, whatever the case, they're like Santa Claus compared to this guy, because this guy is just pretty much like straightforward. So I wanted to watch this video with you because he made points, but his points were just so harsh and demeaning. And if the young lady he's talking about felt a certain way about herself, she really did feel a way about herself after this. So I'm going to quit talking about it, and I'm going to get into the video. So let me find it. It's got to be this one. All right. So can I make this a little bigger? All right. So here we go. Let me rewind it. Yep, because you might want to hear it. Okay, let's start over.
I honestly want a six-figure guy, is what I'm realizing.
And ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
So basically the girl wants a high-end dude. And he's saying high-end dudes don't want baby mamas in their 30s, which here's the thing. Love is love. And I've known people with kids and they've landed someone that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel you have to settle. I feel like you should also be realistic, but I don't think you have to settle. You know what I'm saying? And what's so down about a woman having having a kid? And the other thing is, what woman want to do that got like 50 million kids? Like, it could go either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's okay for, women to have this perfect credit and perfect this and perfect that, but we just supposed to accept dude's baggage. He got like 10 kids with 10 baby mamas, no job, and he wants a clean slate woman. Like, that can go both ways for me. But the way that he came at her was just kind of like, well, you're 30 and you have a kid, so that means she's not worthy of having what she want within reason. Anyway, let's go.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so?
I just know what it's.
Go ahead.
It's condescending. Look at his
my point of view,
aura.
Like, I get what you're saying.
Body language.
Have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one on you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay.
What? When I wake up, I'm a 10. When I go to the bathroom, I'm a 10. When I put on my clothes, I'm a 10. When I go to bed, I'm a 10. If my hair all over my head, I'm a 10. And it ain't based off what somebody else rate me. It's how I rate myself. So he sits here and say, and you can't say 7. Then he takes 7 off because I guess that's the average or whatever. She says because he prefaced it with 7 and he knew that she wasn't going to go over 7 because 7 was safe. So he was going to see if she was going to go 8 or 6. She goes down to 6. I'm a 10. Because here's the thing, confidence, people are attracted to confidence. Like, confident men are attracted to confident women. It sometimes ain't even what you have. It's just that spirit and that aura of you that attract people. So if I walk out of here and I feel like a 10, I'm gonna be with somebody that think they a 10 too. So the fact that he said, well, it's not, don't pick 7, she goes all lower. She should have just said 0. What do you mean? When I first wake up, I'm a 5. When I put on makeup, I'm a 6. Baby, you a 10. You're a 10. And you shouldn't predicate how you look based off of what he's saying. I mean, I don't know. I don't like older dudes, but my whole thing is he thinks he's a 10. And there are more handsome dudes, that's his age. But he thinks he's in 10. You see his whole aura, his whole body language, like he's confident. So he thinks that he's attracted to a certain type of look, but no, he's attracted to a confident woman, and he can read her and know that she's not confident, which is why he can talk to her like that. Because me sitting here 334 pounds and you saying how you look at best, I'll say a 10, and I don't care what you say. It's how I feel about me. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and that still goes with dating. Even being plus size. I've seen them all pull a nice dude. Don't matter your size, don't matter your looks, don't matter if you have kids. It's about how you feel about you. When you love you so much, you attract that stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm getting mad. Let's go.
And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
This is so shallow.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
Did you, I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old, and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the
But when he got to where he wanted to be and was successful, he had the choice to leave his quote unquote average looking girl for someone else. So it's still a choice. Could it be that he just loved the person that was with him when he ain't have nothing? Anyway.
kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love you.
I'm giving you advice.
What is it that he don't want her to say?
Advice is, ma'am.
So when she's talking about her body and she's actually talking about something she's proud of, then he's going to put that down. Like, this is so condescending. I wonder if he has a daughter. Because how would he feel if somebody talked to his daughter like this? You know what I'm saying?
You're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but
she said she was average looking though.
The fact that, okay, average looking women, average looking woman who's older, average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son, average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
And what is average? What are these terms? Stuff like that is so subjective. What does he mean by average? Average can mean a million things. So so basically, if he's putting himself up there as a successful man, which I can guess he is because he has a large following or whatever. So his whole thing is, you're not my type. That doesn't mean she's not somebody else's type. She's beautiful to me. So that's why I'm saying, like, you don't let nobody determine your self-worth and how you feel about you. You feel great about you if nobody else do.
sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, man. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up, because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, man, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more. Because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities.
Do you know how much postal workers make? Are you serious?
And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average.
Don't speak for all men, because there are some men out there that will take your kid and love your kid. Love your kid. I have a stepdad, a couple of stepdads actually, but they all loved me and they all had great jobs. You know what I'm saying? My mom was divorced and she had me. You know what I'm saying? So what? Then my sister came when she got divorced again, and then she got married again, and he loved us. So no, and love is love. Love is love. But if you shallow like this, you know, if you're not looking for love and you just looking for looks and accolades, man, miss me with this.
And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 foot, 106 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people.
So I agree with him to a certain extent with that. We are, when we're younger, young women, you know, we're told we're going to get this Prince Charming and he's going to rescue us. Like, we're almost reared, women are almost reared up to be rescued. Like, we don't realize until we're older that we can rescue ourselves. Like, we don't need anybody else outside of us to rescue us. So I do agree with him when he says that. I do agree with him with that. But this whole average and shallow looking stuff, I can't get with it.
You're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business.
Does he know how much people love their pets? People pay like buku money for like a pet hotel. You know what? Let me look it up. Y'all already know. So let's see the average. Let me see the average gross amount for. People be underestimating the quote unquote second rate jobs. She owns a pet grooming business. Do you know how much people pay to groom their pets? Grooming service. Dude. MSNBC.com reports that earnings potential for self-employed dog groomers is at least $25 to $30 an hour, with yearly earnings for up to $100,000 per year before expenses. And he's sitting there downplaying her pet grooming business, and she's sitting there listening and not taking up for herself. Know your self-worth. Know your value. She's investing. She's doing all the right things with the wrong perspective. She is a pet groomer. Did you just hear what I said? They make $100K, probably more, depending on how many customers they have. Don't let nobody sit there and dictate your self-worth. This is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, you're an average person. You're not. You're an extraordinary person. We all are. There's no such thing as average and normal. Just freaking extraordinary. That's what we are, because we're different and we're unique in every way.
You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay.
Why downplay that? Everybody not making 6 figures for the last couple of years. People don't have successful businesses. She has a successful business. Why is she not saying anything?
But if I'm looking at you, if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
But let's be real. Let's be real. If he wants to get into looks and older men of his caliber, how many of them are dating women who have the long, the long hair, the eyelashes, the Brazilian butt lifts, the this and the that? they're dating like women that has that. Nothing's wrong with that, but I'm telling you, this is what they're dating. So how are you gonna get on her with having a nice, if that makes her feel good to have, the nice wig or lace front, whatever that is, sew in, or if it makes her feel nice to have the eyelashes, why down her on that? Because he's not, I promise you, he's not dating a natural woman that's out here with a fro. I promise you that. I promise you that. So why downplay her? He is like downplaying her success as a woman and her entrepreneurship. And he's also downplaying her looks. She making $100K a year. She can wear what she want. She did that. And she did that as a mother, a single mother. Give her dues. Men always want to look down, but they want you to lift them up. What? That's backwards. That's backwards. And then when if this was the other way around, she would have been called a male basher. I promise you that. That's what's wrong with you women. But this man can sit here and pretty much condescend her for like, what is this? This is like 6 minutes and 31 seconds. Let's get through this because I can't handle it.
I mean, I look the same.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
That's not true. She can enhance herself as much as she wants. What do you look like out of that suit? What do you look like without those glasses? What do you look like? So if you didn't wear the suit, who would you attract? You know what I'm saying? Turn that back around. Who would you attract if you didn't wear what you got on? You got on a suit. You're trying to impress. Why can't she do the same thing? Why is it not an equal playing field?
I'm sorry?
No, you don't.
How he gonna tell her what she look like?
Have all that on.
So, what is your advice for
Why is she still seeking advice? I done hung up.
But you seem like a sweet woman, but you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being, don't tell me I'm being mean.
He can tell you're being mean. So the one time she says something that he doesn't like, now he can reject her. But he has sat up here for 7 minutes and condescended her the whole time. If you allow anybody to say and treat you like this, you need counseling for different reasons, not to get a certain type of man, but to get with you. I wish I knew this young lady's name, to contact her and tell her how beautiful she is and how dope she is. That's insane. Totally insane. She's beautiful. What? No.
Not to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean.
Broads. Even though that's the name of one of my things, but still.
You cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here. And I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you. And
I'm doing you a favor by putting you down. I'm putting you a favor. It's one thing to say maybe you're shooting too high, which I still think is you shoot high, land on the cloud. Shoot.
Telling me I'm being mean.
But it's another to put somebody down and then get mad when they say something that you don't like. And we got 5 more seconds and I keep stopping it.
Fuck out my phone.
Then he hangs up on her.
Tired of y'all doing this shit.
Then he curses her out. No. That's all I gotta say. No. That is insane. Freaking insane. I think I've said all I had to say about that. When I watched this, I watched it with such disgust. Women have put so much pressure put on us. We got to look a certain way, act a certain way. We're not even allowed to be single mothers. But guys can have 50 million kids, 50 million families, 50 million wives, don't even need a career. They can actually be overweight and still expect to get like model type, rich 100K type girls. Women can't afford that. When you go past a certain age, like, oh, nobody wants you when you pass 30, huh? We stop being beautiful at 30? Dude, we just beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone always want to say, well, women are aiming too high. What about men that's aiming too high? You want perfect this, perfect that. What can you offer her? Why women always got to offer guys something? What do you offer us? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That rubbed me the wrong way. It really did. It really did. I don't even know why I shared it because, anyway. So what are your thoughts about anything that we talked about today? This was a good show. It was a really good show, and good topics. And I thank you for being here today. I know I was fussing. I know I was a little angry, but I don't like when people put people down. Like, I don't like that. He could have really been constructive and broke it down, like in the psyche. Like, why do you want this type of guy? Is it because you're missing this or missing that, or you do deserve to be loved, but is money the only factor? What about companionship? What about things like that? Like, he could have really gave constructive advice, and instead he was just destructive. You know what I'm saying? So I almost want to find this young lady, like, for real, because she's worth more than that. And I hope she knows that. I really, really do. Anyway, so thank you for joining me today for 2 Cents Wednesday. I'll be here next Wednesday. And until next time, don't forget to be your own kind and to be kind to yourself. And if someone's not kind to you, then don't take that. You are. I am. You are. You're everything God said you are. Don't ever let nobody downplay your success because it's not on their standard and it's not on their shelf of expectations. You are spectacular. You are spectacular if you work for a Fortune 100 company or if you are a cashier at Walmart. You are spectacular. Nobody can dictate who you are. Only you. Only you. So anyway, until next time, I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.